Hello, everybody. Walla here. Today I'm going to be talking about why I personally believe, and also just from experiences in the past, why Bungie doesn't support the scrim community. A lot of people have been wondering, a lot of people still wonder to this day why Bungie doesn't ever take them seriously. And I guess I'm here to finally talk about it. I feel like a lot of people already know, maybe a lot of people don't already know, but I do have people asking like, man, you know, why does Bungie cater towards the PvE players, Gambit players? Why do they never cater towards, you know, the tryhards like us, you know, that have been doing sweats and scrims for a long time now? And I'm gonna just show you guys why exactly they don't. So if you don't know what sweats or scrims are, basically you go into a private match with a set team against another team, and you guys go at it and clash. You guys go head to head up to 50, and whoever wins wins, right? But there are set rules, and these rules they've evolved over the devolved, I would say, over the years. Destiny 1 was pretty limited. There wasn't too many crazy rules, right? It was just, you know, a few rules here and there, and you would just play, and that was that. But as time went on, Destiny grew bigger and bigger. Now we have Destiny 2, of course, and there are a lot of things in this game, and a lot of different things that people don't like, people do like, and with that comes, you know, rules and stuff. And you know, for the most part, I have never really minded the rules because I feel like in the past I was a very like close-minded, small-minded person. I don't want to call myself that, but I lived in my own world. We all lived in our own world, right? Just using hand cannons, shotguns, snipers. And I'm not saying I still don't use that to this day, because obviously from the gameplay you can tell I still do, but that's not the point. The point is to give more variety to other people that want to come and play, you know, do sweats, do scrims, right? Just because I'm going to keep using hand cannons, shotguns doesn't mean it should be the only thing that should be used, right? It's crazy. It's crazy what the rules have become. And you know, I'm not trying to bash anyone that hosts these tourneys and stuff, but I'm trying to just understand the whole reason behind it, because I understand they're trying to balance it, but at the same time, it's some of the stuff they're banning and limiting. It's getting to the point where it's like, are they really removing it because it's, you know, quote unquote broken, or is it because they just don't want to see it? You know, they just, it's not hand cannon, sniper, shotty, so they just don't want it. It's considered quote unquote newbie to use pulse rifles, auto rifles, and all that stuff. And I just hate how the game has become, right? It just that whole culture, like if you use anything besides a hand cannon, you're just you know, you're bad. Stuff like that. Before we keep getting into this amazing content of mine, I gotta let you guys know, if you do leave a like on this video, your wiener will increase by 10 inches. Thank you. So I'm gonna pull out a rule list here, just a list of all the rules and stuff. And I'm not trying to I don't want to bash anybody who's hosting these tourneys. Seriously, anyone who hosts these tourneys, especially the people that fund it, you know, they're awesome people for sure, like 1,000,000%. But a lot of the people that are doing these tourneys and stuff are always, you know, they always come back and say like, yeah, we're doing it. We hope Bungie can see and like hopefully support it and stuff. And, you know, Bungie obviously sees these tourneys and stuff, but there's no way they're going to support it. And I'll show you here why in a second. It's just some of these rules. It's just, if we're removing half of the game, it's kind of just like spitting in their face, you know, like we hate your game, but we, you know, it's okay to play it the way you want to play, but you can't expect the company to come and help you out, especially removing so many things. So let's get into it right here. Real kick out of the first fucking rule, just bam, right at you. Ban subclasses. All stasis subclasses are banned. This right here is a prime example of why Bungie will never want to support this. Is something they worked super hard on. And I understand stasis can be annoying and stuff, but at the same time, to just straight flat out ban the new subclass just like that, just because you're not having fun against it, it's stupid. There are subclasses, and I can talk about this all day, but there are subclasses like Top Tree Dawnblade, for example, where I believe it is on par with stasis as utility goes, and you know, as how deadly it could be. I definitely think it's on the same level, and a lot of these people don't want to play against this because it's annoying. They find it annoying, regardless of what, you know, what Bungie. You think about it, you can't just straight ban something brand new like that, you know? It doesn't make sense. Again, I just want to make sure we're on the same page here. I want no beef with the people who make these, make these rules and stuff. If you want to host your own tourney and make this stuff, by all means, it's all you, right? It has nothing to do with me, but I'm just saying, for those who really want to take, want Bungie's attention, you're gonna have to change this stuff, because it's unacceptable. Some of this stuff is just really, really silly. So going into the weapons they have banned, last word is something people could argue with. I'm not gonna talk about every single weapon on here. Like, it would take too much time. But last word I could argue with. Ariana's Vow is something I'm confused about. Le Monarch, again, just. Telesto, Telesto is more annoying than anything. Again, Le Monarch is more annoying than anything, but I feel like we shouldn't be banning stuff because it's annoying. We should be banning stuff because it's a legit problem, right? Things that are just way too fucking good. Like, when you see an Ariana's Vow, do you think to yourself, holy fuck, that weapon is broken, like, holy shit. Like, no. You could die to a fucking Bastion, it's like, yeah, that gun might be a little too fucking good, or something like an Arbalest. Dude, this thing's crazy. You don't look at a 600 RPM auto rifle and think, damn, dude, like, it's so fucking busted. You might get annoyed because it's a little easier to use, yeah, but like, the hand cannons are just way better, man. Like, it's straight up, hand cannons are better. And yeah, auto rifles are a little easier to use, but the lethality on a hand cannon, it's nowhere near an auto rifle. It's so much better. Moving on, we got Vigilant Swing. Again, something I don't know why is banned. 340 RPM pulse rifles. Why? Beloved, why? Sturm, I don't understand. I'm so confused. All trace rifles are banned. The reason why I don't agree with the trace rifle one, I do think trace rifles are extremely fucking good, but there's no ammo perks for it. The ammo is really scarce on it, so once you get a kill, maybe 2 kills if you have really good fucking aim, that's it. You pick up a brick, you're only gonna get like 17 shots. It's not enough. It's not enough. I don't know why they would straight ban it. Especially the fact that it's taken a special slot. I would much rather have a shotgun personally than a trace rifle, but again, that's just me personally. And then you have Devil's Ruin. Again, I don't understand why. I know some of you are thinking right now, who fucking cares? It's a Devil's Ruin, it's a Ariana's Vow. Like, who gives a crap, right? But at the same time, how do you think Bungie feels every time you take one weapon out? Each and every time something comes out, oh, I don't like it. It's not a hand cannon, not a shotty. It annoys me. I'm taking it out. And every tourney adapts to some rules, for example. So, like, if a tourney starts using this rule, another tourney is going to kind of look at it and be like, okay, let's just add this to it too, And a lot of the tourneys have extremely similar rules. Again, not every tourney has the exact same rules. Some tourneys actually are pretty nice. They don't have too many restrictions, but I want to show you how extreme these rules can get and really how stupid they are. Before we keep going, I want to tell you guys a little story, some history. There was a Destiny 1 MLG event. It was a really long time ago, 2016, back when Bungie gave it a try, gave competitive Destiny a shot, gave the community a chance. And a lot of you don't know this because we never really talked about it too much, but Bungie back then wanted us to be using exotics, wanted us to be pulling heavy and stuff like that, And to us back then, I was just a kid. I was like, oh, that's so fucking stupid. We got our own freaking rules. Screw them. Why the hell do we have to use exotic armor pieces and heavy and all that? But it was kind of like, it's an eye opener now for some reason. I didn't really think of too much back then, but that's a really big reason to why Bungie doesn't want to support us, because we're not playing the whole game. We're kind of just playing our own kind of Destiny, And that's just not what they wanted, and unfortunately we kind of lost the opportunity. It's been a very long time since Bungie has showed any interest in any tourneys nowadays, so it does kind of suck. One big issue that comes with competitive gaming is toxicity, and a lot of you may be thinking that's the reason why Bungie doesn't want to support it, is because of the toxicity that might be in the Destiny community, that is in the Destiny community. It's undeniable. In any community, there's always going to be that bit of toxicity, and it's going to ruin it for some players, but it's not everybody. It's not a huge portion, but there are people that really do go the extra mile and make it look really bad, because some fucked up stuff has happened in this community, and unfortunately, a good chunk of them have been in the sweats and the scrim community. So it really did give a bad look. But you know, Bungie hasn't supported the scrim and sweat community for a long time now. It's not, you know, it's not ever since a lot of bad stuff got leaked about these sweats and scrim players, but it was before that. So I don't think this is why Bungie isn't supporting it. Just want to put this in there just in case people were thinking that's why, but of course it doesn't help us either. So going back to the rules set, we're going to go down to banned armor. So the armor bans are not, it's not huge. It's not a huge armor ban, but again, every one counts, right? The more Bungie sees, the more they're going to feel kind of shitty about. Wormhusk, for example, I feel like Wormhusk Crown is very powerful, but I would not think it's the best hunter exotic currently. I think there are hunter exotics that are stronger, but I don't think that's what their idea was when banning it. I think it was just because it is extremely strong in 1v1 scenarios, and I do agree it is extremely strong, but I don't think it's strong enough to be banning personally. Antaeus wards don't make sense to me at all, just because of the fact that they nerfed it, and I feel like Antaeus wards are kind of trash now personally. Going down to Lunafaction boots, again, weird. I don't know why. Necrotic crypts with Thorn equipped. What I was told is that it lets you 2-tap with the Thorn perk. Again, it wasn't that how it was before, so I don't understand. And yeah, it's really weird to me. Really weird that some of this stuff is even banned. It makes it the longer the list, the worse it is, right? That's the thing we're trying to avoid, is a long list. But some of these rules are crazy, man. I actually forgot to mention Icefall Mantle. It's the new Titan exotic that gives you an overshield and trade for your normal barrier you put down on a Titan. I think this is fine. You can't sprint. You can't double jump or anything when you pop this, right? You're just a walking tank. And well, you have an overshield. I don't want to over exaggerate it, but you lose your Titan shield. You can't use your Titan shield anymore, and I feel like it's a fair trade-off for the most part. If you see someone pop it, you just disengage and wait, right? Like, they can't run and chase you. I don't understand. Like, this exotic is very powerful in my opinion, but at the same time, I don't think it warrants a ban. So we get down to game modes. Clash has always been the set mode, and I love Clash. I personally don't really like the whole control and elim modes, but I do agree if in any quote-unquote competitive shooter, there are always different types of modes. It's not only one mode that's played the whole time, right? So I definitely think there should be a variety. It's going to be extremely hard. Again, everyone that does sweats and stuff have already adapted to these rules, and it's just a norm now. Like, getting people to change, people are going to be upset. I used to be upset. I used to get annoyed, you know? I don't want to play frickin' elim. I don't want to play control, but at the same time, it's, if you want that competitive, you know, setting, if you want Bungie to take it more seriously, you're going to have to start implementing different stuff besides only Clash. The same thing goes for some of these maps. I think we should have more than only 4 maps. Again, though, some tourney rules are different. Some tourney rules include like Exodus Blue, for example, but again, 5 maps isn't enough. I think we're going to need at least like 7 to 9 maps minimum. That does mean playing maps you do not like, that aren't considered good maps. But not every game has, you know, great maps that you have to play on. You know, some of them are, you know, not everyone's favorites, and that's just how it's supposed to be, unfortunately. This game doesn't give us too many great maps, but at the same time, we have to make some sacrifices in order to get Bungie's attention, I do believe. Going all the way down to the build you're allowed to run, whether you agree with if you should have more than 5 intellect, for example, or having more than 8 discipline, regardless of that, I feel like stuff like this shouldn't be a problem just because everyone can run it, right? If everyone wants to use 100 intellect, let them. Everyone's going to get the same amount of supers. Yeah, people will complain, oh, they're just going to play for supers. But at the same time, like, Destiny is about abilities, you know? It's not about only shooting your gun. You're supposed to be good with your abilities. You're supposed to learn, you know, how to use them correctly and stuff. If people want to have a whole build dedicated to having your melee up the whole time or having your super up more than other people, then let them, you know? I don't understand what the huge deal is about this. Just because everyone can run it. Everyone can have on 100 strength, 100 discipline, anything. So this is something that I feel like shouldn't be on the list. I could make this video a million hours if I really wanted to, but this is a really like touchy subject. I know a lot of people get pissed about it. I hope you know, someone like me that's been in the sweat and scrim community for a long time, very long time now, doesn't get too much hate for this. I'm being honest, right? I'm being honest with it. I'm just trying to let everybody know, if we really want Bungie, if you care for Bungie's attention and stuff, then there's just a lot of stuff has to change. But if you don't care, like in all honesty, if you're just doing it for straight fun, you don't really care about it, you know, ever getting big or anything, then like have your fun, you know? Like I had my own fair share of sweats and scrims back in the day, and it was so much fun. I didn't give a shit about anything, right? So if that's what you want, then by all means, like, keep doing it. Again, I'm not hating anybody that plays this stuff. Like, I used to do it too. I haven't really been sweating and scrimming too often, just because I personally am not really having too much fun anymore using, you know, such limited stuff now. Like, I want to use stasis, I want to use these new different guns, but I can't, you know. I'm very limited. So that's just my opinion, guys. It would be almost impossible to talk about every single little thing, so of course I do miss some stuff. And if you want to let me know in the comments down below what else maybe we could do to help change, or, you know, not we, but, you know, just the people who host this stuff, what they could change. And maybe if I ever play in these tourneys again, I could let them know and talk to them about it. You know, some of them have messaged me and asked me like, yo, what can we change, you know, to help improve it. So if anyone has any ideas, let me know in the comments down below. Seriously. I hope you guys enjoyed. Whoever watched this whole video, I really do appreciate it. I'm going to be doing some other videos later this week, so stay tuned for that. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.